Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. So I've not long got back in from Old Trafford. Manchester United beating Nottingham Forest 3-2 today. We obviously had the hour-long sit-in after the game as well in protest against the Glazer ownership. More on that later on in this video. But Manchester United, right now, breaking news from Fabrizio Romano. He's calling it an exclusive, and he says United have contacted Chelsea about the possibility of signing Marc Cucurella on a loan deal. Now, obviously, Manchester United have been hit by injuries to Luke Shaw, to Raul Malacia as well. Today, we saw Diogo Dalot filling in at left back, but we know he usually plays at right back. He's just able to do that. Alvaro Fernandez was on the bench for Manchester United, and it's believed we want to let Alvaro Fernandez go out on loan. It seemed he was very close to a move away from Manchester United on loan just before that injury to Luke Shaw. Now, Luke Shaw's injury came in. We saw Fernandez included on the bench for Manchester United, but not involved against Nottingham Forest. So United are in the market for a left-back. There were links to Ryan Bertrand the other day, and I nearly choked when I saw that. But these links make a bit more sense, at least. We'll get stuck into them right now. But before we do that, do me a favour. Hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 150,000 subscribers over on the channel. I thank everybody that has already subscribed. But if you haven't subscribed, and there's plenty of you, I see the stats, get hitting that subscribe button and get joining the channel so we can hit 150,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. But as I said, let's read this tweet from Fabrizio Romano. It says, exclusive, Manchester United have made contact with Chelsea to ask about conditions of Marc Cucurella deal on potential loan. No bid or concrete talks yet. United are looking for a left-back opportunity, but not too expensive. There are 3 candidates in the list. No decision made yet. Now, that's what we're hearing on this, but there's been a few, different talks and different tweets and posts about this since the Fabrizio Romano story has broken. And as he said, there's no official bid and there's no concrete talks yet, but United finding out whether he is available to join the club on a loan deal. And I actually think, look, Cucurella hasn't been great at Chelsea, has he? It's not gone well for him there. It didn't go well for anyone there last season. So you can't, blame him for that. He spent 1 year at Chelsea, 24 appearances in the league, 33 appearances in total. Hasn't gone to plan for him there. But when he was at Brighton the season before, he was absolutely phenomenal for them, playing in 35 of the 38 Premier League games. He was their Player of the Year and Player of the Season as well for Brighton. And he was absolutely fantastic there and pretty good for Getafe as well. So you could be potentially getting that left back that was at Brighton. And if you are, you've got a pretty good player there. He's also a better option than potentially playing someone out of position there as well. Is he a better option than Alvaro Fernandez? Many people will say in the comments, let's give Alvaro Fernandez a chance. I'm on that. I kind of wanted to see him come off the bench today, although as the game went on, it was clear that we couldn't really take any of those risks defensively. But I'd really like to see him given an opportunity. But I also understand he could be given an opportunity for, let's say, 2 or 3 weeks at Man United. Get a few substitute appearances here and there. But then, when Raul Malacia, when Luke Shaw do return, he drops down the pecking order. He's no longer getting regular football. He needs to play regular football week in, week out, and that's just not just for the next few weeks. So you can understand if United's plan, if they've got a long-term plan with Alvaro Fernandez to come back as well, is to send him out on loan. Then Cucurella automatically becomes a little bit of an option. If you can get him on a loan with an option to buy, he's 25 years old, he's not, or a loan with, just a potential in the future. You never know what can happen. You can dangle that carrot there for him to come in and give competition for that place with Luke Shaw. And as we're saying, Luke Shaw, Raul Malacia, they'll all be back. So, if he's on loan as well, you can then go at the end of the season, look, we've got our fullbacks there, we can move him on. But we have seen with Luke Shaw, over the last couple of years, his form is here and there, up and down. And one season is amazing, the next season is not. Now, he's had a lot of injury issues, and the reason he's out at the moment is because of injury. You wouldn't wish some of the injury issues that he's had on anybody, but he is better with competition. Cucurella could be that. Now, I'm not getting ahead of myself. We probably won't sign him. As we've said and as we've seen, in that tweet, it is just an option at this moment in time, and United are trying to suss out what's going on. Chelsea might go, we want you to pay all his wages plus a 10 million fee, and United go, forget it. So it's over. But you never know. Anyway, let us know what you think about Cucurella in those comments below. Man United today beating Nottingham Forest 3-2, and I gotta say, I didn't see the start because I got there into my seat 5 minutes after the start of the game. So I missed it. So in my sense, I only seen 3 United goals, 3-0 Man United. But the 2 goals for Forest did happen. The defensive play for that, you know, you look at, we had a corner kick and then Anthony and Rashford are running towards our goal, you know, trying to stop it. Onana, I'm not sure what he's done there. Really poor goal to concede. Then we concede from a set piece. Again, you know, Bowley doesn't really look like he knows what he's doing. Like, he's kind of just flicked it in. It's gone off the wrong side of his head. And he's ended up in. United's defensively really poor. And there was a few moments where Forest could have got in. But after we did go 2-0 down, we looked like a much better side. We played attacking football for most of the game. And we got those goals in the end as well. We showed a little bit more of an attacking intent. I thought Anthony grew into the game and got better as the game went on. And hopefully he can continue to do that. Casemiro got better as the game went on. Obviously he got the goal, thankfully, because he missed a sitter in the first half. And I was being quite nice to him in my review after, because I hadn't seen the replay. And it does come through to him quite quickly. And the corner kick initially was quite poor from Bruno. And it was just a poor defensive error. But Casemiro kind of gets to the side of his man, and he should have a better header on it, and he should have scored. But nevertheless, he did score in the second half. That was a really well-worked goal as well. I thought some of our set pieces today were excellent. Great to see Marcus Rashford getting 2 assists, you know, winning the penalty for the winner, and obviously setting up Christian Eriksen's goal as well. Great to see him contributing in terms of that. I think there's still plenty more to come from him, and hopefully that will give him a little bit more confidence for that game against Arsenal next week, and we can go into that one and hopefully we'll need to perform a lot better than we did today. But it was good to see that, you know, fight back. We didn't crumble at 2-0. We didn't lose our heads. We kept going. We had the chances. We got the goals. We need our forwards to start scoring. Marcus Rashford hopefully getting a bit of confidence in his game. Anthony as well. You know, Eriksen's goal was fantastic. The finish on that, I didn't realise it was so subtle and so good. Really good finish from him. Be interesting to see how the midfield lines up against Arsenal. Not great to see Varane go off. But I thought Lisandro Martinez, some of his stuff was fantastic today, especially his passing out from the back. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, very good. Diogo Dalot had his moments, but probably can do better and will do better. And obviously Lindelof came in for Varane and did well as well. Onana, obviously that first goal, but then he made a great save towards the end of the game as well, which kept us in it. So, you know, can't ask for more than that towards the end of the game when Manchester United were holding on for a 3-2. And that's what disappointed me a bit. Why were we holding on a little bit? You know, against 10 men Nottingham, 11 minutes, injury time, and we're holding on. That was a little bit odd, and you don't want to see that. But big game next week. Hopefully that will give us a little bit of confidence. We need to perform better. And if we do, hopefully we can go there and get a result. But difficult game. They drop points against Fulham. So if we beat them, we go ahead of them. I know it's early days in the season, but after losing against Spurs, you know, if you can get 9 points out of your first 4 games, and you've had 2 away games, which are Spurs and Arsenal, and you've got 3 points out of them, you'd be in a better position than if you drew both of those games. Obviously, we have to go there and do that. They're going to want to bounce back after dropping points against Fulham. So it's going to be an interesting game next weekend, and a difficult one for United, but hopefully one that this game will give us a bit of confidence for. Protest at the end of the game as well. Well done to everyone that turned up for that. Fair few thousand there at the end of the game for an hour after the game, having a sing-song and directing protest chants towards the Glazers. Obviously, a lot of people will criticise, say it's not going to do nothing, etc., etc. But we need to keep the pressure on them, and sponsors don't like it. And if sponsors don't like something, the Glazers won't like something. And hopefully, it's just they're gone soon. That's all we can hope for, innit? But well done to the 58 for organising that and everyone that participated. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. If you want to go and see my reaction, I recorded it during that protest, actually. You can go and check that out. That's already on the channel. I'll see you in a bit. Let me know your thoughts on Cucurella, the game, the protest, all that. See you later.